Hey guys, this is Squid Bear. Welcome to another Squid Bear video. And yeah, these 2 years, have been very eye-opening for me. Now, in this video is going to be my general thoughts about Disney in those 2 years and the whole thing that they've been doing across these years. And how it's soul crushing. It breaks my heart that before I continue, I was always a DreamWorks kid, but I genuinely did love Disney. I grew up with Disney too. I loved it. And that's what breaks my heart, how soulless they've become. And getting into it. The first movie I watched of 2020 was The Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, that was pretty much a good movie to start the year. And previous to that year, 2019 and 2018, I was excited to get 20th Century Fox under Disney because I wanted the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, the entire rest of Marvel to be back in the MCU. I was willing to sell my soul to Disney or do whatever it takes for Disney. Even to say, allow 20th Century Fox to be now 20th Century Studios to own by Disney, the monopoly now, if they don't already have enough. And I honestly feel like Jeremy Jahns, how he felt about, like, giving up, how he's like, yeah, I screwed up. I screwed up bad about getting George Lucas allowing Star Wars to be owned by Disney and cheering that on. I'm in the same boat as Jeremy Jahns, and this basically video is going to be my version of how he did that. The apology to everyone, the owners of who founded 20th Century Fox, just the people who put their time in the 20th Century Fox movies and all of their work, and now a lot of that is undone, especially with Blue Sky, with none of it cares, none of it matters. Ice Age is the only thing that matters, and rest of Blue Sky. I mean, I grew up with Blue Sky Studios. I did like their movies as a kid, and I, even though they weren't maybe the best movies in the world, at least they do deserve a chance. And now, under Disney, they're not even given a chance. I'm sorry if this video is all over the wall, all over the place, but I'm just getting out my thoughts, and I'm sorry it was not structured well. But, with the end of the Clone Wars, the end of that season, in Season 7, I felt like Ahsoka. I know how she felt. Giving up the thing she loved and realizing that a lot of bad had come of this, and letting go of something you love, and then just letting go entirely. That's how I felt about Star Wars. And technically, 20th Century Fox was owned by Star Wars. So, I kind of wish that in an alternate universe that, in truth, Disney didn't even had the rights to Star Wars until 2020 or 2019 when they bought 20th Century Fox. At least that would give a lot of people time to at least process the prequel trilogy and acknowledge it's good and not have this shitstorm that is the Disney trilogy. And continuing back to the Clone Wars, after, it skipped to the original trilogy time era with the Stormtroopers, which I feel like are Disney troopers now, and with Darth Vader, I symbolize what Star Wars is now. It's now dead. It's now dead on the inside. It's not even Star Wars anymore. It's not what we love anymore. and to symbolize all the the horrible things, the atrocities that Disney has done because of this, and and also Disney like owning now the Palpatine owning Star Wars, and now just clinging on to the past with Ahsoka's lightsaber and using it to their will, and then just walking away with the what remain of Star Wars now dead. If George Lucas probably did watch this, and I would say this is hauntingly, beautifully horrible. I'm not saying the story is horrible, but horrible that this happened in real life. It's like poetry, it rhymes. George Lucas would be both proud and ashamed that his line is now can be so put in that infamous way that this is what it takes. This is what happens when poetry becomes horror and horror becomes reality. You best stop believing in ghost stories, Turner, Miss Turner. You're in one! And I know that The Mandalorian, like, I really don't care that much about it. I might make my thoughts about it in the future, but we did get a live action Ahsoka and a better Luke. But is that enough? Is that enough? Honestly, I don't think it's enough. But what Disney has done to Star Wars, and probably will do to the Fantastic Four and X-Men, with Hawkeye literally making a joke out of Kingpin instead of a badass out of him. I have a bad feeling about this. I got a bad feeling about this. And I paved the way for Fantastic Four and X-Men to come into the MCU and now be controlled by Disney. I paved, and a lot of people paved the way. We paved the way for this. And to everyone who worked on 20th Century Fox, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your company is now just a tool of an empire. I feel like Disney Empire is the modern day Roman Empire. It is like the modern, like, it's crazy. It's crazy how, remember that line in that number 2 said in Austin Powers movies? You, like an idiot, want to take over the world, but you fail to realize there is no world anymore. It's only corporations. Well, no governments really rule over this world anymore. Now corporations. See you guys later.